Alrighty. We are live as heck. And here's our agenda. I'm very excited. I always look forward to these streams. They're always a ton of fun. Let's wait for us to get live on LinkedIn. It should pop up soon. Am I at the right place? Yep. So we'll just wait for us to pop up there, and then we'll get started. Hopefully it will. I've always been curious. There needs to, if anybody can tell me how to, here we go, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like it works fine that way. So when I tell people to go to a link, right? I just have to copy the link to the post it in here, but they can see it on my content page, right? And there's really no other place to push people before you go live on LinkedIn. Here's an example, with Twitch, right? With Twitch, before we get started, I'm just gonna kind of rant a little bit. With Twitch.tv, right? I can go here, and I can there is twitch.tv/whatever, right? I'm gonna pause this so I don't get a ton of BS. But this is a stagnant. Oh my god, there's a lot going on. This is a stagnant URL that you can go to on Twitch for streamers, right? So every weekend, every Saturday or whenever, I go live, and you can go to that same URL, twitch.tv/entrepreneur_nerd. And that's great. Yay, that works awesome. I wish LinkedIn had something like that, though, because currently the only thing that I can push them to is just my content page. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But we're live. So today, we are talking about customer discovery, virtual assistants, monetization, and a few other things, but mainly customer discovery. So I recently dropped a project. And my project was 412 Thrift, because I did customer discovery wrong. I did it incorrectly, and it was all messy, and it was all gross. And I wasted a bunch of my time. But it was still fun. I still learned a bunch, and I'm not mad about it. But I dropped that recently, so I want to be able to use my free time in that kind of sector to jump into another industry. And the reason, and I'm jumping into the plastic surgery industry, I think, unless somebody can convince me otherwise, and they may. So, I'm jumping into the hello Manuel. So I'm jumping into that industry because of the story that I always tell, right? And I'll go over it again because I tell it literally I feel twice a week. It's not even my story. It's my friend David Cristello's story. He's an amazing entrepreneur in town. He's great. But he told me this a long time ago when I was just getting started, and it so fully encompasses how customer discovery works that I just use it as an example for everybody that I'm trying to explain it to. So the way it works is this guy. There's this guy, this fella. Great dude. Chill. There was a dude. And he didn't have any ideas, but he wanted to start a company. He wanted to start a business, and he wanted to go be an entrepreneur. And so what he did was he went and he talked to, I think, 50 dry cleaners. People that run little dry cleaning businesses, little brick and mortar dry cleaning businesses. Talked to 50 of them, asked them how their revenue gets there, how their costs happen, all these different little customer discovery things. And if you want more information on customer discovery, you can go check out my blog, and you can go to resources under templates. There should be this. And this is a great, it's a half decent customer discovery template for questions. And Hank was getting on my friend Hank, he always joins my streams, he was getting on my case because he thinks I should build out less of a template, a list of questions, and more of a fill out, you fill it out as you go kind of thing, right? Like a real template. This is just a list of questions, but a real template. So I'm probably going to be building that soon. Because I agree with that. But if you want, he basically asked most of these kinds of questions, right? You can find them right here. Things like, what tools do you currently use? How does your business work overall? Where does your profit come from? What are your biggest costs? What takes you the most time each week? What are your biggest pain points? Stuff like that. So he asked all these kinds of questions of dry cleaners, a bunch of them, didn't really find anything. So we moved on to dentists, and he talked to I think 5 dentists because it was really hard to get in touch with them. Didn't really find anything there, so we moved on. and then it wasn't that he couldn't find anything, it was just that dentists were really hard to get in touch with, which is interesting. That's a really big point that you need to be careful of when you're doing customer discovery, because sometimes it's just a really, really big time suck to try to reach the ideal customer. Like, it would be really, really hard to sell, and I think Jess was talking about this. It would be really, really hard to sell to like Instagram influencers, right? Because there's Jess. It would be really hard to sell to Instagram influencers because they're so hard to get in touch with, because they're probably getting like 100 messages a day. So how do you get in touch with people like that? There are ways. It's tough. I'm not the best at it, but you try to like find the avenues that they use the least, right? What's up, Kenneth? You were one of the big supporters for sure, Kenneth. I always appreciate you hopping on. But anyway, so he moved on from dentists. And he went and he talked to, I think it was 50 LASIK businesses, little eye surgery businesses, little boutique surgery businesses, eye surgery businesses around town. Talked to like 50 of them, easy to get in touch with, fine on that kind of front, and he discovered that all of them were complaining about these email lists. A lot of their customers on the email lists weren't converting, so he went and made, in like a weekend, a little email course to pop onto that email list to help them convert, because they couldn't get them to convert into actual sales. And because that was such a huge value add for the businesses, he was able to sell a little thing that he built in a weekend for like $2,000 a pop, which is amazing. I'm trying to emulate that. That's the story that I always tell. I've told that probably 100 times. I'm sure everybody's getting really tired of it. But it made a lot of sense to me, right? And that was what kind of got like customer discovery into my head. And so if I can emulate that to any significant degree, then that'll be a lot easier for me, right? And I think the reason, and I'll write this down, the reason that it makes so much sense is because, like, first of all, high ticket sales, right? High ticket sales, like the LASIK surgery was like $3,000, $4,000 a pop, right? And so that, like, even if that email list only converted like one person off of the email list to get the actual sale, it was still a value add for these LASIK businesses. It still doubled the amount that they spent on it. So high ticket sales, I think, make a lot of sense, right? That's the first time you're hearing that story, Jess? I'm shocked. I usually tell that story a ton. I'm shocked that you've heard that. But yeah, so a guy sold to LASIK businesses. He realized they were all complaining about email lists because they had like hundreds of people on their email lists that wanted to become customers at some point, but they were too scared. So he created an email course. It was like one email for 7 days. And he sold it to these LASIK businesses. And basically what was in the email course, it was just like a ton of information around like statistics and testimonials and like all the science behind the LASIK surgery and why it was safe and why you shouldn't have to worry about it. Because it educated all the people that were on the email course, they felt less scared of the surgery. They would come in, get the surgery, and because that was there's so much profit involved in those surgeries, that he was able to sell the email course, a little email course that he made in a weekend for ridiculously high margins, like $2,000. It cost him just a little bit of time to make. And he made like a $10,000 a month business out of that. And I'm trying to emulate that. And again, the reason that I think that works so well, the reason that I think that that's such a gripping story is, first of all, like, it's a super hyper niche, right? So very niche. It is high ticket sales. So even if my thing, the problem with high ticket sales is that everybody's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people that are in that kind of industry. Because high ticket sales is always good. But if you can nail yourself down to a very, very hyper specific niche, I feel like there's a lot of potential there. So I still like high ticket sales. So you make like the businesses make a ton of money off of the one thing. So it's an expensive product. It is super, super hyper niche. It wasn't just like eye surgeons, right? It wasn't anything broad like that. It was a very specific surgery, right? So very, very hyper niche. That's what you want to focus on. You want something that level of depth. And then it was also B2B, so that kind of makes sense. And then also it was like boutique businesses, boutique business with little biz knowledge, I think. Like, I can't imagine a LASIK, the people that run like a little LASIK practice would know like everything about marketing, right? so that it's perfectly ripe. It's super, super ripe for a lot of outside people like myself to come in, create something that helps them, and then like sell it, right? So I'm going to try to emulate that. So I've told the story again. That's why I'm trying to target plastic surgeons. I don't know. I don't want it to just be plastic surgeons, right? I want to nail things down about very, very specific surgeries. So I'm going into plastic surgery just because I want to like see if I can nail it down after that. But I'm going to try and like find a specific surgery or a very specific operation or something like more hyper niche. Maybe like there's like a like cryogenesis or something. Where like you freeze off the fats and it contours your body really nicely. Like there are plastic surgeries like that. Maybe if I can find something specifically about that, um, then like I want to nail it down more than just plastic surgeons, right? But I don't know enough about the industry, so I'm going to go and talk to people in the industry, have them help me figure out what problems that they're dealing with maybe certain surgeries, with maybe certain customer sets, with maybe blah 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 blah. I don't know yet. But the first thing that I need to do is talk to people in the field, because otherwise I'm not going to figure it out, right? So that's why I'm going into plastic surgery. And we're going to do all of that, or at least like get started with that live. I'm going to show you everything like that. So without further ado, unless anybody has any questions, I'm just going to get started hunting emails. And essentially, I have a little list here. I went and I scraped it using a little tool called Data Miner. I love Data Miner. I have it linked on my website under tools. I love Data Miner a ton. It's super useful for little tiny scraping jobs. I've tried a bunch of different other web scrapers, but they're all too complicated. People have just used Data Miner for simple little things like Google Maps, and I was able to find both the websites and the business names and a bunch of other stuff that I kind of hid right here. So their hours, their ratings, stuff like that. So, but I just hide those because those aren't important. The only things that are important are the website and the email, right? So let's just go. I did interview this person before, Bellissimo. They're one of the more popular groups in town. I interviewed this guy, very wholesome looking fella, on some of the issues that he might be having. That was like a year and a half ago. And it's very interesting. Look at this. They're all loaded. They're super all loaded. I'm just going to use Hunter and see if I can find info. So info is good. Let's see. Support is info. I wonder if there's something more specific that I can bother. So Dr. Enmar, okay. About. Great guy. Very wholesome looking. Enter your email address below. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. There are a lot of things here. So maybe I go into MediSpa, right? Maybe I find something in medical spa, or maybe I find a specific face thing. But there's so much stuff here that is available that I can like focus on. And maybe it's just like little plastic surgery groups. Maybe I just make like a marketing package for them. But hopefully, here, contact us. No, this isn't what I want. Book your consult. Maybe I can go to LinkedIn. That's this fella. I do have him. Do I have him connected? No, I don't. So I probably should. Contact info. Maybe it's this. Aha, interesting. Is he here? Huh. Pittsburgh's top plastic surgeons. This is fascinating. So there's more going on here than we thought. I do wonder. This is another great thing to check out. I wonder if they're on my list. Azteec Aesthetic Plastic Surgery PD. Azteec Plastical Surgery. Yeah, Plastic Surgery Associate. So that's right here. So that's another one. We'll check them out later. But thus far, I'm going to save this LinkedIn profile because it's always good to have LinkedIn profiles on people. LinkedIn. And then let's keep hunting. So I don't think I was able to find. Here, let's just go with info. We'll just use info, right? It's an email. It works. I always like email outreach. LinkedIn is also a great outreach tool. I just don't tend to use it that much. So let's move on to the next one. Hurwitz Center. Menu. About Dr. Hurwitz. Because I want to contact Dr. Hurwitz, right? I want to contact the people that run the practice. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Hurwitz at Hurwitz Center. Perfect. Do he got a LinkedIn? He don't. He's got a Google Plus. Oh no, it's a Google Maps. Thank God. Ugh. Google Plus was like the biggest Google flop of all time. Let's move on to the next one. Aw. Good looking fella. They have a Pinterest. Contact. Blog. About Dr. Paul Long. Is it Leong or Long? Not sure. Such a wholesome looking man. Let's see if I can just hunt here. Dr. Long. Boom. Love Hunt. I love frickin' Hunter. It's amazing. Hunter's the little tool that I'm using. I think I need to plug in Hunter to my website if I haven't already. Because it's so dang useful. Oh, it makes me so happy. All right, cool. Let's keep moving on. If this takes a while, I'm just gonna probably, my goodness, contact, call, okay, about Dr. Mark. Boop. Come on. Dr. Mark Long, schedule a consultation. Okay, there's a ton of people here. Care coordinator. Probably not. So maybe it's Mark. Let's do Dr. Mark. Just plug it back into here. Bop. Probably this. I'm probably going to get some bounces, but it makes nice guesses. Oh, it's so good. All right, teens, men. Teens, really? Do teens get plastic surgery, but you're still growing into your body? I don't fully approve of that. Okay, who am I looking for? James O'Toole. Dr. O'Toole. So funny. This is quite quick. I'm very happy with this. And then once we're done with this, we're going to start writing the emails, right? You look refreshed. Blah, 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 blah. Your breasts reshaped. My God. So much goddamn pressure. Notice this is all for women. Guess why? Because fucking body standards are insane. Contact, out of town, contact us. Is this the same? No, it's just this. Alright, who is James for now? Okay, it's funny, they're always named after, I guess we'll just go with info. They're always named after the plastic surgeon, right? Because I guess the plastic surgeon runs the business. They start the operation. Alright, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is always a good idea. Ray Capone. Wow, he does nothing with his LinkedIn. I probably wouldn't be able to contact him. That is sad. But regardless, we're going to pop it in. It always makes me sad when people don't use LinkedIn. Let's see. Jeezum. Okay, so we're looking for Raymond Capone, right? Is this, yeah, Raymond. Okay. Boop. Raymond, Betsy W. No, that's not the right person. Learn more. R. Capone. Request appointment. This is harder than I want it to be. Work has been featured on Playboy. Really? What an odd industry. What an odd industry. Ugh. Makes me a little uncomfortable. No, well, now you know what I mean, Jess. Not the operation, not like the physical operation. Of course they start the fucking operation. God damn it, you're sassing me. I meant like the business, right? Oh, look at you two, Hank and Olga are chilling in the Twitch. But of course they stop their operation. I meant they start the business, right? They run the business. Mr. Sassy Pants. Plastic surgeon, plastic specialties, plastic surgery. Wow. Clearly they had somebody build this off of a template. Become the better you. Ugh. All right. I'm just gonna go with this then, because I can't find anything else. List of top plastic surgeons. No, you're just messing with me, dude. I appreciate the sass. I know, LinkedIn always has crazy lag. I hate it. It's super annoying. Hey! This is nice. List of plastic surgeons in Pennsylvania. Wow, it like hunted all the way back here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hunter's insane. But this is also a great resource for us, right? I'm just gonna scrape all of these freaking people. This is awesome. So I guess this works. Dr. Capone. How do you? Oh, right, because it copy pasted. Okay, cool. So let's say. So okay, Dr. O'Toole plastic surgery. Do I already have them? I think I already have them, right? O'Toole. Yes, I do. Let's just scrape all of the emails. Do I have like an email finder? I thought I had like an email finder that just found all the emails on the page. Oh well. We're just gonna pop all these people down here and we'll sort them later if we find anything. What a great little list. Makes me happy to find compilations of things that are useful to me. Oh, that's .edu. That might be a little bit weird. No, you know what? I always stray away from universities. I always get scared of universities. But honestly, like, I should talk to them too. MSN. How did they? Oh, I guess that's an email or a little email hub. Another .edu. That means it's probably under Pitt because Pitt runs like all of the. Oh wow! Wait, what? Is this a giant? No way. UPenn, UPMC. Interesting. Okay, this is a great resource though. I wonder if I can just use this. Public. New recipe. I wish I could just use a little web scraper to just scrape all the emails off of this. Because this is so nice. I can just pull a ton of them all the way to 18. Wow. Yeah, we're going to use this. LinkedIn always has crazy lag. It's super annoying. Okay, cool. We're going to use this. How can we... Jess, do you know any nice, like, simple ways to scrape? Here, let's just go to the Chrome store. No, you know what? I'll bet I can plug this into web. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Did I download it? Yes, I did. Here, let's try this. I've wanted to try this for a little while. Press F12, right? Is that what it said? F12 to open developer tools. Go to web scraper. Start URL. Sitemap. Create new sitemap. Create sitemap. Plastic. Start URL. Create sitemap. Add new selector. Select ID. Select. I'll just do. No. That's annoying. I wish it would let me just select a little bit, but it's only letting me select like certain pieces based on the CSS. Yeah, okay. Info. All right, sure. Save selector. Done selecting. Save selector. Okay, so there's that, and then the paginate. Add new selector. Yeah, I don't want to mess. I wouldn't want to mess with your stuff. I just wish there's so many out of the box things, but they always require a little bit of help. Let's just see if we can pull this. So let's see. The paginate button. Type text. Element click. Maybe. Maybe element click. Select. Click selector. select, done selecting. Maybe that works. I don't know. Save selector. Oh, right. Blah. Selector, this, done selecting. Save. Maybe that works. Same as plastic. Now, how do I download it? Data preview. Yeah, that works fine. And then data preview. So I get all the stuff off the page. I didn't mean for this to be a web scraping tutorial. Select your element, click. Yeah, I wonder if I can just... I could just scrape from each page. Now how do I download it? Element preview. All right, yeah. Data preview works well. It grabs all the stuff that I want it to. Now how do I download? Let's go visit web scraper video tutorials. Because this is cute. And I like working with data. Pagination. Oh my gosh.
You can clearly see that there's a page number in it.
Uh-huh.
To visit all these pages, I could create a sitemap with 20 start URLs, and the scraper would visit all of these pages.
Uh-huh.
To simplify this, I will use only one URL with a range definition in it.
Okay.
I'll start by creating a sitemap.
Okay. I'm getting bored.
This is the start URL for the first page. And now I'm changing it to include pages from 1 to 20.
Uh-huh.
Now
Oh.
the scraper will visit all of these pages. Now I only need to create a link selector to extract product links from all of these pagination pages.
Interesting. I wonder if we can go do that. Oh, God, this is boring. So no pagination, but let's make add new selector. Wait, what did he do? Oh, I guess he just used a different root URL. So we'll do a different root URL. We'll go and cancel, edit. Where did I change the fucking? Okay, let's just delete this. Add new selector. It will be text. Gladly, there will be multiple. We will select this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. No. F12. Web scraper. Google Maps. That's different. Oh God, just kill me. How do you go back? How on earth do you go back? What if I do this? Nope. All right, I'm about to give up and just use this later. Audits, bub, elements, no. Delete, F12, web scraper. Create a new sitemap. URL. Copy. Boom. And this will be, boom, 1. And how did he do it? Uh-huh.
This is the start URL for the first page.
I'm in 1-20. And then he's done.
Now the scraper will visit all of these pages.
Interesting. Oh my God, he's so boring. 1-20. Or I guess it would go through 18. Bot. Create sitemap. Real plastic. Wow. Okay, add new selector. It is text. There are multiple. Select. Boom. We are done selecting. Save selector. Oh. Save selector. Oh my gosh. Save selector. Element preview. No. Oh, wait. Shoot. Edit. Multiple. Select. It's this, and then it's this. Now we're done selecting. Save selector. Data preview. Dope. Looks great. Now how do I set my real plastic? Oh, export data as CSV. Download now. Let's see if it worked. Oh, it totally didn't. That was funny. Sitemaps. That's really funny. Element preview. Data preview. Looks good. Sitemap, selectors, edit metadata, scrape. Oh. 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 So it's scraping right now. This is so cool. Where do I get my refund on my life? What does that mean? Olga? What the heck? What are you speaking of? Refresh data. Ooh, we got a lot. This is great. This is awesome. And then you can automate scraping in the cloud. This is a really cool tool. So if I wanted to scrape regularly, if I wanted to scrape regularly on this page, like every time a new plastic surgeon pops up, or once a month, in case a new plastic surgeon pops up, I could just set this if I bought the full thing. I could just set it to frickin' scrape every once in a while. That was actually really cool. I'm very happy. Holy heck, I have a lot of data. We're just going to grab all of this, pop it into an Excel file. Actually, no, we're just going to pop it over into my little plastic surgery thing. So we'll pop it right here. Oh, see, that didn't work. How am I going to get that data? Did it work? Oh, bless. Okay, it worked. This is great. I have a ton of data here now. How wonderful. So, boop. We'll pull it up into something realistic. We will home this to the left. No, we'll do this. That works. Boom. There we go. So now I have the URL. But I don't have the... Oh, no, I guess I do. Yeah, so if I double click into this, yeah, there's the email right down there. Perfect. So now I have all these emails of all these different people and all their names. Yeah, awesome. This is so great. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Except it took me a bit of time. I'm not trying to say I am good or anything. Okay, cool. So now I have plenty. I'm going to start with this list, though, right? Because I may as well. Bellissimo, we already have. Delete row. We got enough, right? We have enough people that we can get started with. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go plug these into Pipe Drive. Pipe Drive. Pipe Drive. I've started using Pipe Drive a little bit, and I'm actually quite happy with it. Actually, let me just go to my Pipe Drive. My Pipe Drive. So I'm doing it for mouse generation. It should auto log me in. Yeah. Oh. At gmail.com. Please update. I'm so spoiled with technology that everything just signs me into everything. Oh, I have a lot of BS. No, I don't care. Don't advertise to me. So if I want to send things, I think I can just create a campaign after I download contacts into my thing. Yeah. So I could just I'm assuming I could just pop in like. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to pop something in. This isn't the email that I want, but I'll find a way to pop in like my little CSV, right? So I have all these different little emails. I'll separate everything out. It'll be really cute, wholesome, awesome. I'll pop them all in the pipe drive and I'll send them all emails at once, right? But for now, I'm off my game today. For now, let's just write kind of an email script. Took a minute to find out there's a tool called Ubot that might look into. But pre-file or web script, might be worth it. Interesting, Ubot. That sounds cool. Ubot. Ubot Studio. I love web scrapers. They're super fun. Automate common tasks and boost your internet marketing potential. Oh, that sounds amazing. Stop. No, thanks, I'll pay full price. Blah, 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 blah. Greg! Hey, what's up, Greg? Oh my god. My boy, Mr. Katikia. He's signed on. He's watching me do things. I'm doing customer discovery into plastic surgeons, like I told you before when we had our meeting a couple days ago. And right now, I'm just finding emails for all of them, and then I'm going to email them all, and I'm going to write the script on the stream. If you have recommendations for like a nice CRM, I'm using Pipedrive for like independent stuff. Hi, Greg. If I'm using Pipedrive for independent stuff and just trying to like outreach to people, but if you have better recommendations for how to do stuff like that, I would love to hear. Very heavy on marketing law. Be careful of the upsells. Yeah, no kidding. Exactly, Jess. I am fully aware. Ooh, that's some nice JavaScript. Oh, that's so satisfying. Wait. Oh, I love that. Okay. Ooh, you're thick. You're a thick boy. That's a chunky cost. Is actually fun to use. Blah, blah, blah. Most people are saying about Ubot. Interesting. I'll check this out. This looks cool. Because I do like web scrapers. The reason that I like web scrapers is, like, watch this. For instance, so over here, I was going to talk about how I can do all this with VAs instead, right? So I was able to scrape everything into this little Excel file, right? I have everybody that I need. I have all the stuff that's necessary. Like, all of this is super available to me. And I can go and I can find emails of everybody, which is dope. Which means I can just go in here and I can delimit this by, like, here, let's say I do this. Let's say I go to data. I will do text to columns. I will do delimited. I will make it this, and it's going to be email. Oh, it won't let me. Dang it! It won't let me do something. I would put it into Google Sheets then in order to do that. So I'd pop all this information into Google Sheets. I would pull it over to. I would just cut it based on email space. I would cut it based on right here, and if they have an email in this, it'll pop it over into the next column over here, and then boom, I have emails for every single person, and it works fine, right? And I know their name, and I can just contact them directly, and I can also separate by this, so I could find their website as well. But regardless, I'm not gonna go and I'm gonna like email everybody here, right? Actually, no. If I have all the emails there already, whatever. Let's say I had just this list of websites, right? Let's just pretend I had this list of websites. I did this recently, actually, with a list of sponsors for my Mostrain company because I want to, like, potential sponsors. I want to reach out to them. I want to ask them for sponsorship, and I want to get, like, I want them to purchase events through Moss Generation. That would be awesome. There's like 70 of them, I think, overall in town. I'm not going to directly go on each of those websites like I'm doing right now and find all of those emails. That takes a ton of time. Also, did I already find this person? Yes, I did. Dr. A at Beliza. Boom. So that's nice. MCC. Do I have them? I do not. Cool. So if I didn't want to go here and I didn't want to like search all of these different little websites to find all these different little things and go here and click on this and try to find like who the specific person is, blah, 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 blah. If I didn't want to do all this, I could just go on Upwork, post a job, and I've done it a ton of times. I've done it a couple times now. Say like this is short term, essentially reuse a previous job post, but because I've done it before. But I would say something like data completion and online research. I would just do this, data mining, online research, data mining. Now, online research is the best thing that's like kind of settles it. I would just go through and I would do this, and I would put here a little Loom link. I would make a little Loom video, right? Loom is a great tool, by the way. It's awesome. I would just do a little screen recording of me going through, clicking this, finding the email, using Hunter, and say, please do this for the rest of the 70, however many people list. And I passed it off. I did this yesterday, and it cost me like $50, and I got a huge list of something that would probably have taken me like 3 or 4 hours. They did it for me, and it's super, super nice. I highly recommend using VAs if you have a little bit of extra cash to do stuff like this. Because once I have all the emails, I can just pop them all in the pipe drive and go. It works super great. So, but yeah, I have all these emails. I'm going to send them off probably tomorrow, actually, since I don't want to spend the entire stream just going through and email hunting. So let's craft that right now. Let's craft that. Hi, name. My name is Nah. I'm doing investigation into the. I'm a student. Local CMU student doing investigation into the plastic surgery industry, into the local. I'm a CMU student, the local plastic and surgery industry, and I was wondering if you would have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice. Practice with me. I'm probably going to say something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's what I've done in the past, and that's worked half well. I'm a senior student doing an investigation into the local plastic surgery industry for an independent study. Study. I always misspell independent. Oh my god, I can type. Independent study. For an independent study. Period. Enter. I'm hoping to create a tool or product that can help your business make more money. Exclamation point. I was wondering if you would have 30 minutes to sit down and talk with your practice about me. Talk to me about your practice. And then I could just include my calendar in that. I highly recommend using things like Calendly. If you're interested, please let me know. And in case you want to schedule something now, here's my calendar. Boop. www.calendly.com Max Mirho. Boom. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't know. Loom is great. Yeah, I agree, Olga. I don't know. Remove the second paragraph, you think? Hoping to make a tool that can help your business make more money? Really? You think so? Oh, you mean this? Which one do you mean? Do you mean the CMU student one, or do you mean the tool one? I feel like this is a good sell, right? Like saying, hey, I'm creating a tool that can help you make more money. I'm trying to do something that can, I don't know, like on one hand, it might kind of make it seem like I'm trying to sell to them. On the other hand, it's like a good incentive, right? Also, if anybody wants to join the Twitch stream, like if LinkedIn is too laggy for you right now, because I know LinkedIn is pretty laggy, you can go to the Twitch stream, and I can drop that over there right now. Hi Hannah, what's up? Thanks for joining. The tool paragraph sounds salesy? Okay, yeah. Sounds good. I'm a local CMU student doing an investigation into the my sales internship. Never to ask if you're interested. Always just give an option between times. Interesting. I trust that. Thank you, Jess. All right. Never say if you're interested, because that gives up people an out. Yeah, that's a good point. Here's my calendar. I would love it if you scheduled something. Yeah, so if you're just joining, this is me. This is me. No, what's up, Hannah? It's good. So I did this. This is just to quickly catch up. I'm doing customer discovery into plastic surgery, right? So I have a little list of all these different little like practices locally also this is UPMC. So I'm not gonna be able to find a thing there. I had this list of all these different local like boutique plastic surgery surgeons all around Pittsburgh, and I'm just finding emails. I went through and I'm finding their emails. I'm gonna email them through like a little CRM. I'm gonna plug them into a little fancy program to send them all emails at once, and I'm writing a letter now to say, hey, I want to do an investigation into your business to see if I can make something that helps you be more effective as a business, right? Um, I feel like I think Toast is right saying I want to help you build a tool to make more money, right? That sounds salesy. But I need a way. Yeah, the book on cold calling would be great because in case I can't reach these people, the cold calling would be awesome. I should do cold calling regardless. But I'm assuming you're doing an investigation of the local plastic surgery industry for an independent study. So wondering if you have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice with me. Here's my calendar. I would love to chat I would love it if you scheduled something. And let me know if you have any questions. Give an option like Wednesday at 2 p.m. or Thursday at 9 a.m. If they say neither work, ask what time. Higher conversion rate, so I'm told. Suck at sales right now. No, okay, so that's good. I suck ass at sales, dude. I tried sales. I had a sales internship too, and I flip-flopped all over the place. What's up, Mike Cardenas? Boom, friending you. So, I agree, but then I can't send something out in bulk, right? Like my calendar is super easy to use. You just hop on here. It gives you times. Also, I should change this to 30 minutes. No, I like 30 minutes. Whenever you have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice with me. So I should go into Calendly and change this to 30 minutes. So let me put this on my to-do list. Change Calendly to 30 mins. Fixed data. Jam into pipe drive. Well, I don't need to do that yet. That's for later. But I do need to send all these emails off. Send emails off to plastic surgeons. PSS. Okay, cool. I want to keep it as short as humanly possible. And I should make it a little bit more custom. I'm a CMU student doing an investigation into the local plastic surgery industry for an independent study. I was wondering if you would have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice. Yeah, I get you. I totally get you. No, you know what, Jess, you're totally freaking right. You're totally freaking right. I'm gonna say I have a bit of time this week, right? Let's go to the other one. I have a bit of time this week or this next coming week. So let's say I think Friday's pretty open. So what if I just like say I bombard Friday with like, hey, I'm free from 1 to 2. Hey, I'm free from 2 to 3. Hey, I'm free from 3 to 4. Or just give mornings or something like that. The problem is my schedule is just a little bit hectic. So it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah. If I said this in person, that's a great way to kind of phrase it, Hank. I like that. Also, hold on. Olga, what did Olga say? Sometimes it means other things to people. Like, I'm so stressed with the client load, I have more money. Very good point. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right, Olga. So maybe they don't care. So I'm a student. I'm interested. Heck, please help me. And Hank makes a good point. What would I say if I walked into this person's practice and said this in person? I would probably say, I'm a CMU student doing an investigation in the local plastic surgery industry for an independent study, for sure. Like, that's good. I was wondering if you have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice with me. I would probably. I feel like this is more or less, yeah, what I would say. I don't want to ask them. Like Jess is making a good point. Um, yeah, no, I agree completely. I agree completely. Um, yes. Like, I think the best way that I can do that, Hannah, is like say, I know you run this business. I know you, I know you run business name or practice name. Practice name. And so I think you would be a valuable resource for me. In my project. I'm doing an independent. I'm going to simplify this as much as possible. I'm doing an independent study into the local plastic surgery industry. I don't want to make this as complicated. I'm going to say into local plastic surgeons. Okay. I feel like that's too far from what can you offer them thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I do know what you're saying. What do you mean, Aaron? I feel like that's too far from the what can you offer them thing. What do you? I'm not actually. For some reason I am just like floppy. I just ask for 15 minutes of their time to help us educate you about the classroom. I agree. I agree, Toast. I agree, Toast. But like I need like an hour. I actually need like an hour to talk to them, right? You can also ask if they can refer you to someone else. But no, but I don't want them to refer me to somebody else, and I don't want to talk to them for 15 minutes, right? Vagueness can be a red flag. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so I need to sit down with them for at least 30 minutes to like get deep into anything. Like these should be on like ideally like an hour and a half meetings, right? Like I should be sitting there for like a long time, going deep on what is necessary. So I need a lot of time. 30 minutes is like the minimum that I'm ever going to be able to get anything interesting out of them. Like for the what is the incentive? Yeah, exactly. That's the also problem. So I need an incentive. I need a good schedule. I need more customization, like Hannah said, because otherwise it looks really vague. And then I need to be more specific about what I need. But I need to make it really short too. Ugh, this is tough. What a problem. Okay. Okay. They do have a high cost per hour. It's true. So I could be wasting their time. When I contacted this guy before, though, the Bellissimo guy, he was really, really open to chatting, which was really good. I'll bet I can go and find their email again back from my old email. That would be nice. Regardless, like, yeah, it's getting spooky. Yes, you need longer, but you need to get some time of response. So they can let it run for longer than that. You need to play the sympathy for students that biz professionals have. Doctors are busy and grouchy. Just get the engagement and milk it for more time. Very good point. Yeah. So all I'm looking for is a response. Toast makes a really good point. What I want to learn, Olga. Exactly. Yeah. Classic sales tactic. Like I need to don't make a salesman. I want 10x your business. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I agree completely. People enjoy giving back, right? So I'm a CMU student. I need to harp on that. It's good that I led with that. Doing an independent study into local plastic surgeons. I know you're in this, so I believe you will be a valuable resource in my project, and I'm sure I could learn a lot from you. I would learn a ton from you. Make it sound really kiddie. I was wondering if you would have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice with me. Here's my calendar. I would love if you schedule something and let me know if you have any questions. If you would have any time. Should I do 30 minutes or any time? Because I need like an hour. I need like an hour in this. But an hour, asking for an hour is a long time, right? So maybe I just want to say like, I was wondering if you would have any time to sit down and talk about your practice with me, and then on my calendar I just have like an hour. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Have some time to sit down and talk about your practice with me. Yeah, so I understand. When people want to keep talking, they do. I agree with that. But these are busy people, probably. I don't know. Um, let's roll with 30 minutes. If it becomes a problem, if you would have 30 minutes to sit down and talk about your practice. Yeah. I agree. So let's set expectations at 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay. No. I think you're right, Jess. I don't care if they're a jerk. I'm still gonna get information out of them. This isn't for my own pleasure. This is for me trying to like produce something, right? I'm trying to like create a product. I'm trying to get information out of them. Even if they're an asshole, there's still ways to work around that. That's not the problem. Let's say sometime to sit down and talk about your practice with me. Here's my calendar. I would love to schedule something and let me know if you have any questions. Here, I would love to schedule something. And if you can't find something on there, just let me know when you're free and I'll make it happen. And if you can't find me, just let me know when you're free. I'll make it happen. Boom. Really like cater to them more, right? And this sounds pretty kiddie, right? This sounds a bit childish. I'll just, maybe just delete that. Here's my calendar. Boop. If you can't find anything, just let me know when you're free and I'll make it happen. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. I like the sound of that. I like the ring of that. I super look forward to talking. Or I really hope to hear back. Smiley face. Best. Max. Cool. And I won't include so interesting little thing here. I won't include my typical little thing. Oh, good point, Hank. Great point, Hank. That's awesome. That's a really, really good point. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn is awesome. Just keep it open. Sometime, not 30 minutes. Let it look good as long as you have it now. Okay, cool. Yeah. Awesomeness. Hi, name. I'm a CMU student. On doing an independent study on local plastic surgeons. I know you run blah, so I believe you would be a valuable resource in my project, and I'm sure I would learn a ton from you. I was wondering if you could have some time to sit down and talk about your practice with me. Exclamation point. Here's my calendar. If you can't find anything, just let me know when you're free and I'll make it happen. I really hope to hear back. Smiley face. This looks good. I like this a lot. I think so, Hank, because I want to do this really quickly and because I really want to get this underway. I have some people that really want to work on this with me. I don't want to take any more time with this, and I want to be a little bit more aggressive than I am. I'm going to send this off to. I'm going to finish out this little email list, and I'm going to send it off to them. But then I have this giant, huge list of people, right, that I can be a bit more aggressive with, and I'm going to email all of them. Using something through Pipedrive and through a bunch of different things. I'm going to be more aggressive with that, and I'm going to use like the email template that I send out there. I'm going to be more careful with, right? But for now, I think let's just do this, right? I think this is good. I think this is simple. I don't think it needs too many more additions. But when I'm doing actual sales and actual aggressive stuff, that's when I need to incorporate the like people on LinkedIn, some more salesy people that know what they're talking about. So let's go set this up. Boom. What else did I have to talk about today? So I crafted email outreach. A/B test the heck out of the email for sure, dude. Oh my god, absolutely. And that's going to be like a little less important in the customer discovery section, right? But if I can find something, like let's say I talked to all these plastic surgeons, and they're saying like, oh, there's this new surgery that we're working with, but everybody really, really hates it, right? Honestly, I'm gonna come up with some total BS right now. Let's say that all of them are really, really uncomfortable with like the sounds that happens during this one surgery, and everybody gets really uncomfortable, and it makes things like weird. It's unlikely this is a thing. I'm making stuff up right now, but everybody hates the sound of the machinery that's going on when we're conducting the certain plastic surgery. Um, and so all I would do is I would go and I would talk to some local hardware people, blah blah blah. I would make a little project that, let's say, it puts some earmuffs on people on the patient, and then they don't hear the sound anymore, right? Like it's just a pleasant little headphone thing, and it makes it all so much nicer, and people get better reviews as a result, right? Um, Maybe it's something like that. That's a bad example because it's not tied to revenue. It's BS, whatever. But let's say I come up with a product and I help these people, right? Um, if I come up with something significant and I'm able to like sell it, then I'm going to be A/B testing the living fuck out of this email, right? I'm going to be doing email marketing out the ass. I'm probably going to hire somebody to help me with this, right? Exactly. The sound of flesh being peeled back isn't always the most comfortable for people. So maybe I just put like pleasant elevator music on like a pair of headphones like this, or maybe I make them a Spotify playlist of pleasant music that tends to reduce the sound of flesh being peeled back significantly more. Whatever it is, whatever product I make, then I'm probably going to be A/B testing the heck out of the email. I'm probably going to hire somebody in email marketing to do that for me. Like if I can make even a significant amount of revenue, that's probably where I'm going to like go with that. But for now, I feel like as a starting thing, just to get people to respond to me, because I want people to be generous. I don't want people to like I feel like this has all the right components to it, right? It's very simple. It's very comfortable. If the calendar doesn't work and people don't respond with the calendar, or people say that the calendar is really annoying or something like that, I know, incredible visual. Then I'll change that, right? And then I'll kind of do what Jess was saying, like, hey, are you free 1 p.m. on Friday? Are you free 2 p.m. on Friday? And I'll go through that and I'll manage it a little bit more and spend a bit more time on it. But other than that, there's really not much that needs to be changed. Like, there's not that much that can be changed, right? It's very simple. Wondering if you have some, I could maybe like say 30 minutes and then I could say something different with the calendar. But beyond that, there's really not that much that needs to be like that can even be messed around. I feel like it's good. If this was a bigger email, if this was a more complicated piece of outreach, I would need a ton of help on it. There's a ton of things that I need to like be careful about. There's like we need to be really, really cautious with a lot of different things. But for now, like F it. F it, my dude. So yeah, we're done with this. I will go. Let's pop open my email. My Gmail. Bop. Come on. Excuse me. Oh, Gmail's lagging. Oh, I'm just gonna plug it in. I'm gonna set it as a little oh, what is it? I'm gonna set it as a there's a little way you can set things as templates. It's really nice. As soon as my freaking thing starts loading, come on. I believe in you. I'm streaming live right now. I'm like pumping like gigabytes out. I'm shocked that it's having trouble with this. So templates, yeah. So let's say we do this. We'll go here. We'll go here. We'll do this. Best max copy. What's up, George? How's it going? Pop this into here. Oh, all bop sans serif, and normal size. Hi there. And we'll make this bold so we don't accidentally send it. Cool. Here's my calendar. This calendar works. Yep, Calendly, Max Mirho. Looks good. And I'm going to save this to, oh, and the subject is going to be, what's the subject? The subject line is good. The subject line is really important. What can we do with the subject line? Because that's important. That's really, really important. What if we say, independent study on plastic surgery. Or maybe like, See, like, I don't want to say study. I want to say independent. Study sounds like cheesy, right? Study sounds like, oh, they're going to make me fill out a fucking survey, right? So you're not going to open that email. Let's see. CMU student looking for advice. That might not be that bad. Honestly. CMU student looking for advice. I would open that. I would open the hell out of that. I don't care who I am. I'm just looking for email opens here, right? I'm just looking for people to open the email. And then the rest of this is short, it's sweet, it's simple. I feel like it sells it decently well. Do we need anything else? Do you think that works? CMU student looking for advice? Yeah, exactly. They read studies all the time. So, like, I mean, so yeah, but all pick reds immediately delete. Yeah, no, true. There's such a fun rivalry between Pitt and CMU. Doctors read studies all the time, yeah, but they're probably like not looking to read more studies, right? They're probably like not hoping to fill it. Nobody hopes to fill out a survey, right? In order to get somebody to fill out a survey, you have to offer like, here's a $20 gift card for Amazon if you fill out this survey. Like you'll be entered to win, blah blah blah, right? Like there has to be an incentive to get somebody to fill out a survey. So I don't want to say study, I don't want to say survey, I don't want to say anything like that. I honestly like the selling point is that I believe you would be an incredibly valuable resource. I I would believe you would be a valuable resource in my project, and I'm sure I would learn a ton from you, right? So I am a CMU student, quote unquote, looking for advice, right? So I feel like that plays along with the rest of the email. I feel like that's good. I like it a lot. Does anybody have any issues with it? Please be brutal. Please rip it apart. I want everybody to be savage. You like it? Okay. Yeah. CMU student looking for advice. I think it works good. I think it works really nicely. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to save this as a template, right? CMU student interview. Okay, that's not that bad. Looking for interview. Yeah, maybe advice isn't the best thing. CMU student interview. Here, actually, this is a nice little project. What if I did this? So, Max Muirhow. Interview sounds like you want a job. Exactly. Yeah. So let's say here. I'm gonna send this to. Actually, yeah. Let's test out a bunch of different low subject lines and just see how they look. Stroke their ego instead of asking for something. I agree. So Jess is right. It doesn't. We don't want it to be an interview. Let's see. Let's just say CMU student looking for advice. Right. Let's see how that looks in the email inbox. Boop. And this is to Max Boom. To me, CMU student looking for advice. That looks good, right? Like that. Hi, hi Max. I'm a CMU student doing an independent study on local plastic. Yeah. So that looks good, but it would be nice to stroke their ego instead of asking for something. Can we do that a different way? Hmm. It does us. It does stroke their ego for sure. Yeah, it's a good point, George. Okay, you know what? Yeah, George is right. I like it. I like Jess is also right. I think this is. I'm looking for advice, right? Even I'm a busy person, right? I'm pretty dang busy. I spend my time doing a lot of BS. But if somebody asks me for advice, honestly, I respond. Like that works to me. So let's go with that. Let's go CMU student looking for advice, right? And let's save it as a template. Template. Save draft as template. Save as new template. CMU student looking for advice. Boom. So that way, whenever I want to pop something open and I want to send another one of these emails, I just go here, templates, CMU student looking for advice. Boom. And then I go and I delete this because I don't want all my stuff to show up. Boom. I think it looks great. I think it looks gosh dang diddly darn great. Cool. All right, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send that off tomorrow. I'm going to have it send for Monday morning. Seeking expert advice. Ooh, that's even better. Looking for experts. That's even better. That's even better. So let's go and save that. Save draft as template. Boom. Yes. Perfect. I like that a lot, Toast. That's a good point. Okay, cool. Yeah, Jess. I think that works a little bit better, Jess. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So now, boom, we have figured it out. We have everything working here, and we have the subject line all plugged into my email. Awesome. Things look great. I could instead, I think I kind of told you about it, I could just go through on Upwork and have them find all these emails for me. There was only like 15 of these, so I figured I might as well do it and use a little tool myself. But if I didn't want to do that, I would just go and I would pay somebody like, I don't know, $10, $20 to go and find me all those emails. Not too bad. I always like doing that. Awesome. I'm glad you like it, Jess. But yeah, so that's good. And then the rest of this, like I have just a couple of updates. So we only have like 20 more minutes to the stream. This is a really small stream, a nice little thing. I think we're really productive today. I needed to do this anyway, so I wanted to just kind of be productive on today's stream. But monetization thus far, I talked a little bit about using a CRM for Moss, so I'm using Pipedrive. If anybody has better recommendations, I would love to hear them. But I'm going to use a kind of little CRM to be more aggressive with outreach, so hopefully I can get paid for like monetization on that kind of side, which would be amazing. Woohoo! And then I have, in terms of my little internship posting, YesPGH, right? This little sucker, which for some reason doesn't like to pop up on my thing. Yeah, advanced, boom. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it on anybody else's computer but mine. That's very, very odd. But YesPGH, this is my little internship posting for Pittsburgh, which is very cute. Yay, awesome. I love it very much. It's a nice little URL, very comfortable. Built it with Sheet to Site in a little bit of time. Didn't take me that long. Very wholesome. But it took me literally 45 minutes to build it in Sheet to Site, which is amazing. And I linked this to my website. It's made by Entrepreneur. Very cute. It looks like the first step, right? I want to get paid for that. The first step is to get a bunch of students on the platform, because if I can get a bunch of students on the platform, then I can go and charge people for it. Like I could charge a company to post something on there, but only if they're going to get like an actual like positive piece of feedback from it. Only if somebody's actually going to get a value, like a piece of value. It needs to be valuable before people are going to pay for it. Right now, it has a few students. I think it gets like 5 visits every couple of days, which is nice. But it's not super active, and I want it to be super active. I want people to really, really be consistently coming to that website, because that proves value. So my first step is to build out the students. What is it? The student like user base, right? Is to build out the student user base, which is great. I will do so. And I was initially trying to contact clubs. I think we kind of discussed this on a past stream. I was trying to contact clubs. I was trying to contact like professors. I was trying to do a bunch of different stuff there. I was avoiding career services because it seemed too university-ish, and I don't like universities that much. But I've been pushed there a ton. I've talked to people that work at the city, and they said go to career services. So I'm being aggressively connected. I'm asking for introductions to career services people. Actually, Greg was helping me with that, Greg Katikia, which I appreciate the heck out of. So that's super cool. I'm going to be going through them, trying to build out the user base there. Once I have enough students there, I'm going to show you guys the process of me going out and like asking for like essentially a sponsorship for this kind of thing. Like I'll be selling it, right? I'll probably go to like a local like a co-working space, right? I'll go to a co-working space and I'll talk to the CEO or the hiring manager, or the HR manager, or whoever it might be, and I'll say like, hey, if you're looking to hire more kids out of college, it would be great if you could get in touch with them in terms of internships and job postings that you have available, right? And they'd all be like, heck yeah. Hopefully, we'll see. Then I would just ask like, hey, if you could pay like $100 a month for all of your companies to use this little posting for as much as they want, just pay me $100 a month, and that's it, right? And then all of your companies can use it as willy-nilly, as free as they want. Maybe you can just crowdsource a little bit of money from each of them, or maybe you just pay as an organization. It gives you a boost as a group, or maybe just advertise it and have people pay per posting. It might work, it might not, who knows. But there are a couple different ways that I can monetize this. I also contacted the city to say like, hey, you should give me an economic development grant. So I'm long story short, I'm trying aggressively to monetize ESPGH and MossGen because both of them seem very like high potential for me to actually make a little bit of money off of and sustain myself off of. So I'm very excited about that. I will keep you updated on those. I'm probably going to do a whole stream on monetization, and that'll be really fun. But for now, I'm making progress. Is kind of the point. It does sound cheap for B2B, right? But I'm not providing something massively, unbelievably valuable. $100 per month isn't too much money for like a larger business, which is what I want to do. Like I might charge more for larger groups. I might charge like per company that's using it, right? That actually might be a nice little thing. So maybe charge per company. So like if 5 companies are using it, I'll charge you 100. I'll charge you like $20 per company using it per month. Could be nice. So if 20 companies are using it, then I get paid like significantly more, like $400. Or that's not. That's no, that is 400. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But long story short, it seems like it's working. I will tell you if I make any money. I'll probably have like a money counter at some point on my website about like, hey, I have made this much so far off of independent projects that I built on stream. Right? Could be cool. And MossGen is kind of part of that, but not really. I'm probably just going to count ESPGH as that. But it'd be nice. It'd be really, really cool. So things are going well there. Things are going great for me. Very happy with all of that. I wanted to try something really fast. So let's say, where is my, can I do this? Can you see this? Does this work? I'm going to stick myself right in the middle. So we'll just do this to talk. I think that worked, right? Is that all weird? Does that look all weird? Where are the memes? Oh boy. I know I need to post more memes. I have a little bit of a meme backlog and I've been posting there. Hey, did it work? It worked. That's really funny. That's really funny. Um, big boy. So, yeah, the memes are going good. The little meme project, I think it's really funny. I think I have like 40 followers on the page, which is hilarious. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna start calling out certain creators and having them maybe get defensive on it, which would be great. I want to call out people that are being dumb and annoying. So we'll roast some people. That'll be really fun. The memes are going good. The memes are good. The memes are always good. The memes are always high quality. What about the sweatshirts? It's sweater weather prime time. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm so happy that it's cold out. It was like 23 this morning. It was so cold today. No, it was so cold yesterday. Oh my god, I forgot. Wow. I woke up at like 3 p.m. today. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. last night and I woke up at like 3 p.m. today. I slept for like 9-10 hours straight. No, that's like 11. Ooh, it was amazing. It was incredible. I slept an absolute ton. I have been pooped today. I'm probably going to stay up until like 5 a.m. because I slept so freaking much. But today has felt like a continuation of yesterday because I slept through most of it. um, but yeah, it's freaking sweater weather. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I love it when it's cold because then you have no excuse to leave the house. You have no excuse to leave the house. I just get to sit inside and work all the time. Ugh. You don't have to be outside. You don't have to breathe air. I can just sit indoors, play Assassin's Creed, and send emails all day. That's all I want to do. Well, yeah, it's hot where you are. Gosh dang, it's a nightmare where you live. I don't know how you take it. You're sick? Not even a little bit. I love it. You have no idea. Sweater weather is amazing. Work, as in, yeah, exactly. Assassin's Creed Black Flagging, yeah. I'm playing a ton of Assassin's Creed. I was playing it before this, and I'm probably going to play a bunch after this. I might go out. We'll see. Got a couple of fruit snacks here. Oh, dude, Borderlands is amazing. Oh wow, you can hear me chewing. It's kind of gross. I'm sorry. I'll finish my fruit snacks after the stream. Um, Borderlands is amazing. We should play Borderlands together sometime, Olga. That would be freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love that game. We should get Hank into nerd Borderlands stream. Yes, George. Fall is the best. I love it. It makes me so happy. It makes me so goddamn happy. Ugh. Yes. um, but yeah, so I'm very happy. I like strolling around in the cold. I like zooming around. I like walking through snow. I like walking through leaves, and I like walking through snow. I need snow boots because my feet are gonna get soaked and I'm gonna freeze. And I'm gonna get freaking uh, frost nip. Did you know the weaker version, like the before you get frostbite, you get frost nip? It's like where your skin like starts to freeze or it reaches freezing temperature and the cells start to die, but your skin doesn't actually freeze, so it doesn't cause permanent damage. But isn't that funny? It's like called frost nip. It's not frost bite. It's frost nip. It's like a weaker bite. I thought it was really cute. But I'm very happy with the weather. Everything is going wonderfully. Very, very, just everything is great. I set a timer for myself, kind of. So over right here, see that 207? It's actually supposed to be 205. I need to update it. But that's like the number of days until I have been out of school 1 year, right? And that is like me setting a timer for myself to like monetize all my shit. Because I'm getting helped by my parents right now. My parents are giving me a little bit of support, helping me pay rent and a little bit of food money while I get my stuff under me because so I have flexibility to work on this kind of stuff. If I was in school, I would totally just be working on it because I have flexibility then too. I got started a little bit late, like around my senior year, so I didn't like figure anything out yet. But I am working on all this. I'm doing freelance in the meantime, sustaining myself partially. But I have a year until I have to be fully self-sustaining. I had a year starting like jumping out of college, and so I have 205 days, 205 days left, approximately, until my booty is fully in gear. And I think I can do that. That's about like what, 7 months? I can do it. 7 months. I got this. I super got this. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, I have been doing quite well. Things have been good on my end. I am a happy little boy. Something I was going to talk about. So there was that. That's good. Were there any funny things that happened to me recently? Oh, I got my ass. I always get my ass handed to me. So I do Krav Maga. It's dorky. I don't do Krav Maga. I just take classes for Krav Maga as like a workout thing. It's just like a martial arts thing, right? Yeah. What's coming up for me this week? Oh, actually, that's a good point. Yo, I'm doing something fun this week. So let's check my calendar. Um, I'm doing something really fun this week, and I would love to do more of these if anybody knows anybody. So this coming week on Tuesday, there's some cute things happening. I am hanging out with some friends. That's all good. I'm going exploring with Hale. A lot of Krav Maga. So I do the classes in the evening. Hanging out with my friend Mary, who I call Marrow, which is great. I'm on Tuesday. I'm doing two fun little public things. So I'm on the podcast with Karen Rands, and the podcast is called, I think, the Compassionate Capitalist. Kind of cool. She's had VCs on her podcast. Very flattered to be offered. I'm gonna try to do more podcasts recently because they're a lot of fun. I like them a lot. Oh, I can beef on something. Crowd? What? Where? Oh, crowd, my guy. Krav Maga. So here, let me look it up. Krav Maga. Um, Krav Maga is a military self-defense and fighting system developed by the Israeli Defense Forces. It's essentially just like it's yeah. So look, they took techniques from boxing, wrestling, aikido, judo, and karate, along with realistic fighting training. So they just took like a bunch of like, it's essentially just self-defense. It's just self-defense classes. I'm taking self-defense classes as a good workout, right? And that's been really fun. But I have like frequently, on the regular, gotten my ass handed to me by two girls. Not at the same time. Like just one of them will absolutely destroy me. That was happening before, and I recently learned a very specific, like, little arm bar hold, a little submission hold, and I finally actually got them into a submission hold. Very proud of myself, each of them. One of them I thought was a high school girl. She's basically a high school girl, and she still beats the living crap out of me. Her name is Shelby, but she's 18. She goes to a local community college, so she's not a high school girl, but she still kicks my ass. It's very upsetting. So, just so you know, I may know how to do entrepreneurship, kind of, but I can't defend myself for shit. So that's fun. That's wholesome. Back to this. So, yeah, Krav Maga, that's what it is. But I'm going on a compassionate capitalist podcast, which is really cool. I would love to go on more podcasts. If anybody has recommendations for podcasts that they listen to that they really like, that they think I might even be remotely a fit for, I would love to go and apply to those. I think that would be really fun. I wanna try to publicize Entrepreneur a little bit more, and I think podcasts are a great way to do that because I am half decent. It is pretty cool. Yeah, I like Krav Maga. But I think I'm half decent at podcasts because I literally sit for an hour and a half every week and talk into the camera. So I like them. I like them a lot. And if anybody has recommendations, Jess, if you listen to podcasts, I would love to hear. I don't listen to podcasts personally. That's why I'm asking for help. The goal eventually would be like on the Tim Ferriss podcast or something of that degree, or on Gary Vee's podcast. I think Gary Vee has a podcast, and I would roast Gary Vee on his own podcast. Oh God, I would love that. But yeah, so if anybody has any podcasts or blogs that they think I would be a good kind of fit for, I'm also writing a blog post this coming week for about like how to transition from a career in corporate to a career in entrepreneurship and like how that like looks. A lot of people think it's just like, oh, like I'm putting in my 2 weeks and I'm jumping right into it. I have an idea, I'm just gonna go for it. That's the dumbest thing you can do literally ever. Like I'm like the stuff that I'm working on right now is a great example. I'm slow building it while excuse me. I'm slow building it while I'm trying to like also build like a half decent career, right? I'm doing freelance. I'm trying to keep things open. I'm doing it during school, whatever. But you have free time at the end of your day after you come home from work, right? You have weekends. And I'm like, yes, you have a life, but if you can spare like an hour per day, if you can sneak it in at lunch, if you can build little things here and there and set up meetings or calls like in the mornings or after work, like that is the way that you build something. You don't just like quit your job and go, right? That's a ridiculous kind of concept. And everybody has really, really wrong ideas about it because there's so much hype around all this kind of bullshit around entrepreneurship. That's a good thing to rant about. Wish I got started on it earlier. So I'm writing an article on that. That's wonderful. If anybody has anything I should include in that, I would love to hear it. I'm also speaking at the American Marketing Association club over at Pitt, a local university, which is cute. So I'm doing a couple little things that are public, and that's really nice. Really happy with that. Yeah, I've been on a few podcasts. I've been doing things like that. I'm going to try to be more aggressive with it, though, because I think it's fun. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Some fun stuff, some client work. I love recommendations for next week's stream because I have a couple of things that I want to try, but I haven't like pushed them out yet. Maybe I could do an affiliate marketing site. I don't know. I honestly don't know. To heck with it. Oh, there's Hank. Thanks for the many claps, Hank. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I got nothing really else to say. I'm having a good life right now. I'm working really hard on monetizing my crap, right? And the second that I have like that I even get paid remotely for the stuff that I'm doing, for either Entrepreneur, for MossGen, for YesPGH, for this new project that I'm working on now, like if anything that I'm getting paid for, that is literally just more time that I can dedicate to messing around on LinkedIn, messing around on stream, messing around with like other kind of fun things to teach everybody stuff, right? It's super cool. I can start making courses online for Entrepreneur. I can start being more aggressive with different things here and there. I'm way into that, and I want to put as much effort into that as I possibly can. But I need to get paid for stuff first, and so I'm putting effort into freelance. I'm putting effort into my projects. It just be like that. It really do, right? So that's what's going on with me. I appreciate everybody joining. I think we're done for now. And if anybody has any questions or anything to put in, I appreciate y'all joining. It's interesting. We have more people joined now than we did for the rest of the stream, and it's so late. It's odd that everybody likes to hop in now. But yeah, no, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for the help on the email. Oh my fucking god, that was awesome. They joined for the rant. It's true. The rant is good. The rant is always good. I'm gonna start doing this thing where I make my face big during the rant because why the heck not? I need to get a better camera and a better mic too to update my little setting. All right, cool. Bye, Olga. Thank you for joining the entire time. You gotta run. We're done. Don't worry. Have a good day. Bye. Love you. What's up, Hardik? How's it going? Artificial intelligence. Ooh, you look cool. You do some fun techie stuff. We're just finishing up now. I appreciate you joining. Ooh, what you got questions for? Hit me with it. Hit me up with those questions, Hardik. What do you got? We got time. I got fruit snacks. Num num. I bought so my girlfriend loves sugar. She loves candy. I bought a pack of 66 fruit snack packs for her. She's vegetarian. I thought these were vegetarian. They have gelatin in them, which is a sad thing because that is made from animal fat, I believe. So she can't eat them. So I'm stuck with 66 fruit snacks, and I'm just munching them down. Also, oh my god, I'm turning orange because I'm drinking too much carrot juice. Can you believe that? Can you literally believe that? I'm so upset. I'm sorry, Hardik. I would love it if you asked me some questions. I'm being all over the place. But yeah, I if you can kind of tell, there's a little bit of an orange tint to my skin, slightly, and it's literally because I drink about a gallon of carrot juice per week because I love it so much. And now I have to stop because I'm turning into a carrot. Kind of outreach program that will help to get in touch with state universities. Okay. So, Hardik, I'm going to assume that you mean what kind of outreach program would you do? Vegan? No, vegetarian. Vegetarian. Because vegetarian is just not eating any meats or anything involved with animals, right? Anything involved with animal meat, involved in the killing of animals, right? Vegan is nothing animal regardless, right? So that means eggs or milk or anything along those lines, right? That's vegan. But vegetarian is no, I will eat things that animals produce. I just won't eat things that are made from the body of animals, right? The animals were killed to make, right? And gelatin was made because animals were killed and they use the animal fat. So I think that's the reason that it's vegetarian, non-conducive to vegetarians. But anyway, so Hardik, your question. I just joined. My question is, what kind of outreach program that will help to state universities? So I'm assuming. Hey, bro, who's that behind you? Oh my God. What are you doing? Who are you? Have you joined before? U-Tree3D. Good prank, bro. Account created 39 minutes ago. Heck. So you're somebody that I know. No, you're new, but you're somebody that so you've never joined the streams before, but you're not from. You're not from Twitch, right? You didn't find me organically on Twitch. You just created your account, which means it was from my stream. You signed up on my website. So you're probably you're somebody on my email list, probably. Who are you? Shoot me a message if you want to talk. I appreciate the prank, though. Always in good heart. We're almost done here. I appreciate you joining, though. You should totally hop on for other streams. Does this time work for you? I would love to hear stuff about this. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, someone is secretive. Ooh. Let me answer Hardik's question. Whew. See, that scared me. That's really loud in my ears when people subscribe to me. If anybody wants to give me a spook, you can sub to me on Twitch. Okay, cool. So Hardik, your question. I'm sorry it took me a sec to get to it. So, what kind of outreach program that will help to state universities? I'm assuming you mean you want to do outreach to state universities and not for state universities. So I'm assuming if you're a university, just like they typically use email, I'm assuming any email client works fine, like a Mailchimp or there are a couple different little email clients that you can use, or email like newsletter systems, and that works fine, right? Or just use like a basic CRM like Pipedrive, or probably Salesforce. Honestly, Salesforce is a really good one for larger organizations. So they probably use those. But if you're doing outreach to them, universities suck, dude. I don't know why you're trying to sell to universities, but they are hard. They're really, really tough to get in touch with, to be quite frank. So it depends on who, like what, like sector of the university you're trying to get in touch with. Like, are you trying to get in touch with a certain program in the university? Are you trying to get in touch with the computer science program? Are you trying to get in touch with career services? Are you trying to get in touch with whoever, right? I would just say email them, right? Like, I don't know too much about outreach. Or outreach programs, but I would just say use like a CRM, like Pipedrive or something like that, and just pop a ton of emails in there and just try to design something that has a decent open rate. If you have any more questions on that, just shoot me a message. But I don't really know too much about it. I'm only experimenting with it on my own right now. I am doing outreach to career services, um, uh, specifically within universities, right? Um, and I'm getting introductions, so that's a little bit easier for me. If you can get introductions, that's always better. But if you're doing sales kind of thing, um, yeah, if you're doing sales, then I would just use like a CRM independently on your own. Yeah, essentially, Jess is right. Start at a low level and work up the chain. Talk to anybody that you possibly can, and have them introduce you upwards in the chain, which is annoying, but like it's so hard to get to break into frickin' universities. They're such a pain. Oh my god, they're so bureaucratic, and they're such a big web of ridiculousness. So yeah, I don't know. If you have any more specific questions, though, feel free to shoot me a message. I'm done for tonight. I appreciate y'all hopping on, helping me with my email. That was super cool of you. I'm done. I'm chilling. Things are lit. I will update you on my progress with the SPGH. I'll update you on my progress with Moss Generation, with everything. I'm going to send off emails probably tomorrow for all these plastic surgeons, and see if I can schedule some meetings this week and get some actual feedback on that. So maybe the next stream is just feedback that I've received from plastic surgeons, and see if we can kind of design more questions around that, right? So that would be cool. But we'll find out. I'm going to try to be really aggressive with it this week, and hopefully we'll get feedback. I appreciate all the help. All right. Have a good day. Bye. I love you all. I'll see you next weekend. And on LinkedIn, as always. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Jess, especially for all the help. And Toast. And Olga, even though Olga isn't here anymore. And you, Tree, I would love to see you on more streams in the future. And same with you, Hardik. Y'all are really cool. I'll see you later. Bye.